When I was 18, I asked my mother, "Mom, how will I become successful?" "Well, my child, go to university and study." She didn't really know what I actually meant. And of course, for each of us, success means something different. But whatever success means to you, whether it be in your professional life, in your financial life, or in your private life, the question is how you will succeed. Somehow, I always hear the same three statements. The first one is, you need luck. Katja, your life is so amazing. You are on tour all over the world, performing on huge different stages, and now you even own a house in Hollywood Hills. I would love to have your luck. However, I'm thinking, okay, but it wasn't always like this. 6 years ago, I wasn't here in Hollywood. 6 years ago, I was in Berlin. I was absolutely broke for the second time in my life. I didn't get paid, I didn't get my commission, and I had lost everything. They took my car, evicted me from my apartment, seized my bank account, froze my credit cards, I lost my friends, and even worse, I lost my pride. With my last $10 in my pocket, I sat there wondering, okay, Katja, if it carries on this way, you will become homeless. The second statement I always hear is, you need talent. At school, I always was the one who would blush if someone talked to me. If I had to go to the front and stand before all my classmates, this was my absolute horror. I'm not sure if you can name this a talent. But a few years later, I was one of the most successful salespeople in real estate. I did more than 50,000 cold calls. Today I perform on stage in front of more than 5,000 people, even without any specific talent. And the third statement I always see is, you need know-how, we need the knowledge. How often in your life did you really know something, but you didn't do it? You might have the knowledge, but nevertheless were unable to implement it. How often in our life do we get overtaken by people who are even less experienced or have less know-how? One thing is fact. Success is not luck. Success is not talent. Success is not know-how. Success means doing it. And it is no coincidence what you are doing. Your mindset primarily decides about your actions. Your mindset decides what you will do with the luck that perhaps lay at your feet. It determines how you will use your talent, and it decides how you will apply your knowledge. Our mindset is nothing but a muscle, and muscles must be trained or they won't grow. But the stupid thing is, no one teaches us how to train our most important muscle. This we do not learn. When I was bankrupt, I had exactly two choices. Either I stay lying on the floor or I get back up again. I had no idea what else to do. But then I understood something. I might not be able to change the fact that I'm bankrupt, but I can change how I deal with it. Understanding this, I stopped whining, I stopped hoping, I stopped waiting. Instead, I just did it. I stood up and started running. I started training my most important muscle, my mindset. And with every day I trained, I became stronger. With every day I exercised, I became more confident. With each passing day, I came closer to my destination. And eventually I got there. I reached my goal. Today, I'm free. Today I have the job I always wanted. Today I own the success I always desired. However, this is not due to circumstances, but how I handled them. Each day we have the chance to make the most of our life, to bring the very best out of ourselves, of our job, of our relationship. We just need to know how, and you can learn the how. And precisely, this is what I'm talking about on stage. I coach people how to bring the best out of themselves. I train them how to make the most of their life and their potential. And I teach them how to stand up, how to awaken their doer, and how to really achieve their goals.